welcome to our Journey to Wellness.
Our wellness page on YouTube. Hey, by the way, don't forget to hit that thumbs up if you don't mind. Don't worry about subscribe, just hit the thumbs up if you like it, just to kind of give us an idea that you like what we're doing.
Yep.
All right, well, let's get into the brass tacks of things. All right, our web page. Okay, we are working on the web page. The web page is almost done.
Yep.
I have spent countless amounts of hours getting it set up. It is really, really nice. It is really, really relaxing, simple, basic, but really to the point, and it'll really help you out with some of the stuff that we get on there.
Yep.
Now, on to
Facebook. We are creating a private Facebook group where the people that view our channel can ask to join our Facebook group, and it's going to be a place where you can be inspiration for others. So you can share recipes, you can share workout tips, you can share things, just all kinds of things that have benefited you, and if you are struggling one week, then put your comments on there.
It's a community where you can talk. And I'll be honest with you.
We want to say again, no judgment.
Yeah, no judgment. And another thing is too is that if you're going to do this and you really want to be on this Facebook page, please be kind. Mm-hmm. Don't be mean.
We will block you if you're mean to other people.
I really don't want a lot of people on the Facebook page that are, what do they call them?
Haters.
Well,
trolls.
Not just haters and trolls, but people who are physically fit in a sense and think that they're the almighty. No. Don't even bother. You're wasting your time. Now, if you want to be with a family, with all of us having the same problems, mm-hmm. and all of us working for the same goal, and that is to get healthy mm-hmm. and be well.
Yes.
That's the whole point of this.
Yeah. Now, with that being said, we don't want it to seem like we don't want any physically fit people on there. If you've gone through this journey already and have been able to make changes in your lifestyle and are on the other side where you are now in a healthier place, then you are welcome to join our page as well. If you've already had these troubles and have, because you could be an inspiration to people that are part of our community.
Yeah. Yeah, you know, don't get me wrong on that mm-hmm. at all. I mean,
yeah.
You know, that's a plus. But you've got people out there that have never been overweight, that have never had the trials and tribulations that we have and the ups and downs that we go through.
And the health problems.
And you know, they get on there and they can talk about all this stuff when they've never been us to have to do it.
Yeah.
So that's what I meant by that. So I hope you all didn't take it the wrong way. I wasn't trying to be mean in a
mm-hmm.
sense or anything. You know. All right. So on the Facebook page, mm-hmm. you will have to hit the subscribe button for us to be notified for you to get on the Facebook page.
Yes, it is private.
It is
going to be a private group, and you will have to be a subscriber on our YouTube channel in order to be accepted into the private group.
Yeah, and this private group is private. Nothing that is said in that group is going to be released anywhere else but to that group. Mm-hmm. So be cautious about what you talk about. You know, if you're struggling, share it. Share it.
We're here to support each other.
Yeah. And I mean, you know, we know what it's like to have the ups and the downs and stuff. I mean, we've mm-hmm. had a few ups and downs in the past couple of months, you know. Yeah. But we're not giving up. We're fighting all the way. All right. So one of the segments we're going to do is shopping for food, okay? Mm-hmm. I am a chef of 30 years, and the last thing you want to do is go on a diet and eat some of this crappy food from the grocery store.
Yeah. That
you put in your body that have all these additives and preservatives that aren't good for you.
Yes.
They are not good for you. Anything that you see is frozen, already pre-made. Like
those lean cuisine
and whatever. They're not good for you.
Healthy choice.
Yeah, they're not good for you, bar none. And if you look at the calorie ratings on the back and look at all the information of all the ingredients they put in there, trust me, they're not good for you.
Yep.
But I'm going to tell you a way to do stuff naturally with none of that crap in it, none of the preservatives or anything, and how I have lost the weight I've lost on what I make.
Yep.
There is no reason why you can't eat really good food and be on a diet. You know, it just blows my mind that you hear them all talk about, oh, you know, have one lean cuisine for lunch, one lean cuisine for dinner, one lean. Figure out how much them suckers cost each. And then figure out all the bad stuff you're putting in your body. I mean, anything
it's not worth it.
Yeah, it's not worth it. I've done a lot of research on a lot of stuff, you know, because one being a diabetic, I have to be careful about the sugars in the foods and
looking at the carbs and
and you really, you know, I can have a small amount of sugar. I'm not don't get me wrong, I'm not completely cut off. I just don't use the processed sugars. I don't use corn syrups. We use natural sugars.
Yep.
And that's where that plus comes in, but I don't abuse the natural sugars. I only do enough to get me by when I have a sweet tooth or when something comes up, but you'll get to see that. So we're gonna be doing some videos on that. I'm gonna do some videos on some shopping of what we get when we go to the grocery store, what we buy, how we make our meals during the afternoon for lunch for Amy and me, and what we do basically for our breakfast, and then what we do for dinners.
Yeah.
So you guys will get insight, and I'll give you all the recipes to all these things. And some of them are pretty basic and plain. There's nothing
But they're really
extravagant.
good. They're good for you and they taste good.
Yeah.
And I think that's part of the problem with a lot of people. When you start to diet and you start eating what you think are healthier foods, if it's something that doesn't taste good or that you don't like or that you don't want to keep eating, you're going to stop. And so it's important to find things, same thing with exercise. If you don't like something that you're doing to exercise, you will eventually stop and it's really hard to get back to it. So same thing with the foods that you eat. If it's stuff that you don't like or stuff that doesn't taste good to you, you will stop and then, as they say, fall off the wagon.
Yeah. Trust me, I'm gonna give you some awesome recipes that you're gonna say, I cannot believe this is diet food.
Yep, it's
but it's
simple,
yeah,
and it's healthier for you.
it's natural.
Yeah.
I use what God gives us or what Mother Nature gives us to make our food. And it's all stuff that really tastes good.
Yeah.
And it blows my mind that you go out and you buy lean cuisine meals and you're doing all this, and why waste your money on that crap? Because you're putting this stuff in your body. You got to remember, you know, the reason why we're on a diet is because we all put this crap in our bodies, and that's why we look like we do now.
Yep.
All the preservatives, oh my gosh, there's so many things, and I do so much research now, and it's like, you know, I'll be honest with you, I never really ate bad. I just overate.
Yeah, me too.
That was one of my big things. But being a chef, I never really ate bad. I just ate too much. And I need to stop.
Yeah.
And there's some things out there that you can't make that I've made that is definitely not healthy by a mile.
Yeah.
Excuse me, sorry. We got, you know, with the weather cooling down and everything, my
Allergies are bad.
my allergies are so bad right now. I feel them all day, all night, and hopefully that will go away. So keep in touch, because I'm going to do some videos on some food and the products we buy and stuff, so you get that also. On top of that, we got filming. I'm going to give you, Amy might be with me or might not, depends if she's working or not. I'm going to do some films, some video clips of what I use. Well, let's get down to the situation. the gym is being remodeled as we speak. So we cannot use the gym to our benefit at this time.
Yeah.
So we have to figure out what can we use the outdoors for.
Because now is the perfect time.
Yeah.
It's the fall. So now is the perfect time because the temperatures are beautiful right now in the afternoons and early evenings.
Yeah.
Not a whole lot of severe weather yet.
No.
It is supposed to rain tomorrow, but that'll be okay. That'll be one day that we can walk inside.
Yeah. Or I'll just do the stairs.
Yeah.
But I'm going to give you a video that shows you how we use our benefits of the outdoors for our diet plan and our exercise.
Yeah.
So you kind of get an idea of what we're actually doing.
Because the terrain around our apartment complex, there's some elevation up and down in the parking lot. And so there's some places that it probably goes up 20 feet at a pretty steep space.
Yeah.
And it goes around a corner and up like that. When you go up it that way, by the time you get to the top, your calves are burning.
Yeah, you're feeling it.
Yeah, so it's a little less than a mile to go all the way around the parking lot in our apartment complex, which is nice.
Yeah.
So,
just a little under a mile.
Yeah.
Around it.
Yeah.
And I average it probably, I do about 2 miles when I do it. And then of course I do the stairs, which like I said, when we do the videos, you'll get to see what we get to use for our benefit of the working out situation. We don't have an elliptical in our house. We don't have a bike in our house. We don't have weight sets in our house. We don't have any of that. We're strictly using Mother Nature's walking trails and stuff like that. And I'm sure there's a lot of you out there that don't have hills.
Yeah.
You might live in Florida where it's pretty flat. About most of the hill you get is a speed bump. We know, we used to live there.
Yeah.
But no, there's things that you can do. Get on Google Maps, look for the closest park, and it'll tell you what the radius, because most parks now have a walking area where they'll give you the exact of how long the walk is all the way around the park.
Yeah.
And if you're going to do it that way. And go down to the park and take you a couple minutes, get to the park, get out, walk around, enjoy yourself. Now here's what I want to really get into about the walking situation with the exercise. Whatever you do when you first start, take your time. Do not rush yourself.
Yeah.
Do not overextend yourself and say, I'm going to do 2 miles my first day. No.
Okay, yeah. Because you're going to be in trouble.
Yeah.
And like
you're not going to want to do it.
Like I said before, you're going to stop because it's way too much. So yes, you definitely want to pace yourself.
So what I suggest is the first week, if you're walking around the park, go around the park 1 time. For a whole week, every day around the park 1 time.
Yeah.
And then your next goal is the next week, go around the park 2 times.
Yep.
And then keep building it up there until you get to that. Because that's what I did. I started out real low and just did small walks. And then eventually I started getting further and further and further. And now I just walk it like it's nothing.
Yeah.
Which is great. Because before I couldn't do that.
Yeah. And a lot of, I know most everybody has a smartphone now. And so there's, Apple has its own health app. Samsung has a health app. And you can set your preferences in that app to set what your gait is. You can set what your weight is. You can set your current activity level. You can set what you want to get to, what your goals are. And it will make recommendations for you based on what you have shared with the programs. And so now, keep in mind the recommendations are only as good as the data that you put in there.
Yeah. So be honest about it.
So be honest about it, because the only person you're lying to is yourself.
Yeah, and really the only person that could see it is you.
Yeah.
So, if you lie on it, you're lying to yourself. So it doesn't make sense to do it. So just be honest.
Yeah.
Well, on that note, I think we've covered some of the stuff coming up on that, and we will give you notification as soon as the webpage. And I'm thinking sometime maybe next week we should be finished with the Facebook page, the Instagram account should be up and running. The Facebook page is our biggest push though, because that's a private thing where we can all get together and be a family and, you know, talk about our trials and tribulations and some other things on that post. So on that note, guys, I'm Justin.
I'm Amy. Don't just sit.
Get fit. We'll see you guys until next time. Have a good one.
Good night.
Bye.